How are you going to elevate your life this year so by the end of this year you can truly say, I bossed up. Hello, welcome to a brand new episode of Antisocial Butterfly. I am your host, LISSY Correa. We are going to talk about the term bossing up or boss up. Have you guys heard of this term? Is it what the young kids are saying? I just learned this term. I was listening to the Shins and Giggles podcast. This episode was with the twins' little sister. Her name is Jasmine, and she is known as the boss up girl because she always says the term bossing up. If you guys are also in tune to the podcast Shins and Giggles, you know that one of the sisters just had a baby. And so they had to fill in the co-host, then their little sister Jasmine came in. So let's first get Jasmine's description of what bossing up means.
Okay, guys, so Jasmine is very much about bossing up and just giving advice. I want you to explain to people what bossing up means.
Bossing up is like bossing up. Just think of bossing up, girl. Someone that bosses up is successful. Bossing up is like,
you did a good job.
You did it, girl. Like, you bossed up. Like, you bossed up.
Okay.
Like, you bossed up, girl.
Okay.
Like, you bossed up on everything, girl. Like, that's you're the definition of fucking bossed up to me, girl.
Period.
And
bitch, I am
honored. Like, there's people that boss up on their health. There's people that boss up, but you bossed up on that success.
So I typed in Google, what does bossed up mean? If you just listen, bossed up, the word boss, I'm all about the word boss. Boss girl vibes up in here. So when I type bossing up meaning in Google, this is the first thing that comes up when I type in bossing up meaning. Getting bossed up is owning your own power in the face of injustice, daring up to rise up despite the obstacles unfairly presented before you. Okay, so I clicked on the link that was the first one that came up. So this link says that we first came across the term bossed up in the viral Nicki Minaj video. So I had to look up what video they were referring to, and I've seen this video. I think it was a documentary that she was doing, and she says, when I'm assertive, I'm a bitch. When a man is assertive, he's a boss. He is bossed up. No negative connotation behind being bossed up, but lots of negative connotation being a bitch.
You have to be a beast. That's the only way they respect you. When I am assertive, I'm a bitch. When a man is assertive, he's a boss.
Bossed up.
He bossed up.
Yeah, he bossed up.
No negative connotation behind bossed up, but lots of negative connotation behind being a bitch. Is that wrong? For wanting more for myself, wanting people to treat me with respect?
What do you guys think of that? Do you think it's true when a woman steps into power, when she's trying to lay down her foot and be assertive, people can see her as being a bitch? But when a man does the same thing, no, he is being a boss. Now, I wanted to look up other definitions of bossing up, and I looked up the definition by Urban Dictionary, and this one by far I feel was my favorite of the term bossing up. So an Urban Dictionary, boss up means taking ownership of one's life by directing the full capacity of their time, resources, and attention towards a specific direction, goal, or intent. In other words, step up, raise your standard, up your game, take responsibility for the direction of your life and the full maturity of your dreams. Stop putting off your dreams until tomorrow. Boss up and make it happen today. You know I love repeating things. Stop putting off your dreams until tomorrow. Boss up and make it happen today. So, in other words, level up. What are you doing to take your skills from here to here? Or what are you doing to get to the next level, the next phase of your life? Sometimes we get comfortable in our careers, we get comfortable in our environment, we get comfortable in our settings, and not that that is a bad thing all the time, but sometimes we lose sight of really what is our full potential. We miss really the life that we are meant to live. We ignore the voice that keeps coming back to our minds. And to me, that is leveling up and bossing up. I leveled up and bossed up when I quit my job last year, and it was the best decision of my life. I bossed up when I decided to create my own LLC and start my own business. I leveled up. I leveled up when I created this podcast and I started being consistent, uploading weekly. So it's just getting better each and every time you do something. Developing your skills and investing in yourself is the best investment that you can do. So how are you currently bossing up and leveling up your life right now? Maybe you don't have a clear plan to that. Maybe this is your calling to level up and see how you can level up. The fact is that people are going to look at you one way or another, no matter what. It's really about just doing you and not really caring what people think. But as someone as myself who overthinks things and wants everyone to like them, being assertive and laying down the law sometimes can make me be scared of saying what I want and being scared that people can think that I am a bitch. But really we go back to the intention. What are we trying to accomplish? If we're trying to get a team together to accomplish a similar goal, we sometimes have to be assertive, but that doesn't mean we are a bitch. So comment below, what does bossing up mean to you? For me, bossing up has some power, some confidence into it. It's empowerment, nothing but good things. What are you going to do this week to level up your business? What are you going to do to invest in yourself? And investing in yourself doesn't have to cost a lot of money. There's so much free and valuable information out there. You can find educational information to empower yourself and grow through podcasting and through many videos online. Really, with technology and nowadays, there's really no excuse. And now that we know what bossing up is and that we are seeing it here as a positive thing to elevate yourself to the next phase in your life. Life is all about the steps that you take towards your end goal. So what can we do to boss up in our life? Here are some tips to boss up in your life that I found online here through this article. Practice regular self-care. You have to love yourself first and take care of yourself. We need that healthy work-life balance. Self-care is more than just resting, although sleep is really important. Self-care is prioritizing your physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual needs. And this is different for everybody, but it is essential for us to reflect and see how much time we are dedicating in these areas, because all of these areas need attention. They need their cups full to the max. Invest in yourself. Take a course, take a class, watch a podcast. Any field that you are in, what skills do you have? What skills do you need? Can you sharpen up those skills? Can you even learn a new skill? There's always trends, things are changing, so it's important to see what is out there in your industry so that you can always stay on top of your competition. And another way to level up is changing that mindset. Are we starting to see a common theme here? Changing your mindset. If you want to upgrade your life, you're going to have to upgrade your mindset. And you can do this by reading self-development books and regularly reminding yourself that you are a boss. How are we going to change our mindset? Changing that narrative. We are a boss. You can achieve anything you have the courage to dream of. Also, a way to level up is practice patience. Now with TikTok and people becoming overnight sensations, it is hard to remember that very few people become overnight success. Does it happen? Yes, but it only happens to a very few people. You have to be patient and trust in your own journey. Easier said than done, because we see this person becoming successful and we ask ourselves, why not us? But again, we have to trust in our own journey and trust in the fact that we are chosen. We deserve it. Our time is coming, and we just need to trust in that fact. So how are you going to level up this year? How are you going to level up your business? How are you going to elevate your life this year? So by the end of this year, you can truly say, I bossed up this year. I go back to that quote, insanity is repeating the same things and expecting the same results. I am doing things differently than I did last year. Let's level up in 2023. Put yourself first. Take responsibility. It's no one's fault where you are but yourself. And that is a hard pill to swallow. Take some accountability, because that's when you can truly take change. Because when you take responsibility, you can truly see what you have to change. So boss up, baby girl. Bossing up is a good thing. Bossing up is taking us to the next level, where we're meant to go for the next blessing, the next gift in our lives. Thank you so much for tuning into this episode. Let's boss up. Let's level up, because we are only flying higher and higher, closer to our goal. And let's kiss fear goodbye while we are flying high.